All right, thank you for joining me again. Trevor Priggy. I'm going to paint another light tower painting. We have our acrylic underpainting done. Got my paint out, ready to go. So this one has a lot more sand, but we're going to start with the sky because the sky is furthest back. So we're going to take one of our bigger brushes. Need to get some more white out. Not white out, white out. Like take it out. Okay. It's a blue grayish kind of background. The clouds. So we can very lightly for the background. One in the furthest back, lighter, less distinction. Kind of more of a scumbling type, drier type brush. Some of that gray poking through. Use my gal kit so it dries faster. Just that light touches. Wispy clouds. As we get closer, make them darker, or not darker, lighter, see more of their actual form. I need more white. And in general, I'm going off of the picture I took when I was down in New Smyrna Beach. Went to Daytona, traveled down to New Smyrna, took a boat, went out to an island. A lot of fun. Kids had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. It's a good time. You could tell it's kind of cloudy out when we were there, though. Because a hurricane was coming through. Luckily, we got the very far edge, and most of the hurricane was in the western side of the state, and we were on the eastern side in Daytona. So we thankfully missed a lot of it. Still made it cloudy for us, though. Anyway. Leave some of the underpainting showing. Cover a lot of it up. Okay. And you can add some darker blue in there if you like. Some of the underclouds. Give it some contrast here. Trying to leave it real loose. Trying to show my brush marks. All right, that's the clouds. I ain't gonna mess with them anymore. Trying to stay out of the way of the camera. That's why I'm kind of painting off to the side here. All right, let's move into the trees. To the trees. Anybody remembers that movie? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Kevin Costner. It was a good movie for its time. I enjoyed it. Getting out some phthalo green, some more green I needed. And I'll be adding blue to that, I'll be adding yellow to that, some red. Speaking of some red, I need to get some more out. Oh, I already had some out. Not the one I want. Slap down some alizarin crimson here. There we go. Okay. Since it's so far back, I want some darker colors. Bring it back. All right, that's got what I want. Just tapping into the background here. Every once in a while you go up a little bit, like it's a tree. Creating hundreds, thousands of trees all at once. A little bit more red in there. Now, and as it comes forward, add more green to it, less red. Make sure you dip your stuff in the Galcat every once in a while. All right, as you come more forward, add more yellow to it. different layers. But all these bushes and stuff, they're pretty far in the background. So I mean, they're gonna get covered up with some grasses and whatnot. Way up front here, there'll be more distinction between different things. But yeah. Now I'm going to get a different brush. This is a little bit too big for everything else. Different brush time. All those are pretty cool colors. So now I'm going to use some warmer colors, bring out some more highlights and whatnot. It's more dark back in here. I didn't like the way it was looking. Went back in with some more dark colors. Now I'm back to the more highlights. Well, that's too light. Yeah, more green. Sap on the yellow green. Got some yellow. My mistake there was I used white to tint it a little bit and made it too light. Should have just used the yellow to make it lighter. So that's what I'm doing now. Cover that up. Some different bushes in here. Different shades. Some contrasting colors. Bushes with leaves that are different colors, you know. So, well, we got different sunlight hitting it, different points throughout the day. or just the wind, you know, giving you different shades of green. Leaving it kind of thick. So create different types of greens, darker, lighter, use yellow, blue, different shades of green, different tints. Mix up a bunch of different greens. Dab them on. Back here it gets smaller, or it's further away. So it doesn't need to be as detailed. Not that my paintings are very detailed to begin with, but try to leave them loose, loosey-goosey. You can use all different sides of the brush, use different brushes to get different strokes, different painting styles, all that fun stuff. So you can see the bushes are put in here now. See there's a distinct tree line in the back and then bushes in the front. Our water tower I'm going to put about right there. Well, I keep on saying water tower. It's not a water tower, it's a light tower. Light tower. Goodness gracious. All right, but I'm not going to put in the light tower yet. I'm going to add and do the sand. Do some sand. So let's do that. Get this brush right here. This brush has been used and abused, it looks like, but it still suits my purposes just fine. I'm going to take a little green-red mixture, make a brown tan color. And then I'm going to add a bunch of white to it. Come on. It's not doing what I want it to do. Got like a purple going on. So I should add some yellow. Oh, this has made a grayish kind of mess, but it'll work for the, oh, here we go, that's better. It'll work for like the shade parts, like, see, it's not so bad. Put this all around different places. Fix my tree line here. And this too, you want to add different colors to it, and you don't want it to be boring. Go around, add different colors. It's sand, it's nice white sand, but the way that the sun hits it, there's vegetation in the way, creates a bunch of different colors. Different divots, the grasses. I do want a nice light color though. So what I'm going to do, wash this brush off. Seems like I always need more white. So I'm just trying to find the right mixture of color that I want to use. And I think I have it, and then it goes all green on me again. Into red. Pretty good skin color. It's just not what I'm looking for. I'll use it for the grass. I really want this pure white kind of that I'm just not getting. I guess I could just use pure white and mix it into the rest of the paint a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Give it the old try here. All right. Now let's use some of the paint that I've already got laid down there. Mix it in there together. It's kind of, I don't want to cover up all of the stuff that I've already put down. Just want to add some spots. There's no vegetation, more lights hitting it on the top of things. Stuff like that. Let's add some spots. You can tell what you're looking at. Now it's going to look more like a sand dune. Kind of lay it on thick here. Remember to go back to the gal kid. Gotta leave spots for the vegetation because there's a lot of vegetation in this picture. That's what I'm trying to do. Alright, that looks more sand duney. Kind of want this top though to be a little bit more. Like that. A little more. Okay. White's becoming less white. So, it's time to stop doing that. Let's start putting in some of this vegetation here. Alright, grab one of my smaller brushes. Start in the back. Let's try to go smaller than that brush. Vary the color and the direction. Some is darker, some is lighter. All depends on, like in here, these are darker because they're in the shade a little bit. Just all these little bits of grass. Sometimes there's big clumps of grass. Sometimes it's little itty bitty things. I have variation. Variation in what you're doing. Different colors. I have a bunch of different greens lined up here. Pre-made, well, not pre-made, just made. And as you get closer, you can have more detail in the different types of grasses. Well, so here, there's like, you know, a bunch of them, so I can just kind of do this here. Make a bunch of them at once. It's in the distance, hard to see. It's up here, they get a little bit taller. The paint that I already put down is helping me out with different, creating different colors. Try to get this a little bit more wispy grass in here. And that grass carries on actually all the way up through here. Drop the brush. Don't want to make them all the same size either. You want to make them different sizes, different colors. These I need to make lighter. I got the darks in first. Different directions. And once the paint's on there, you can move shit around. Create different grasses and things. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, you know. Just trying to add it in. The thing is, nobody's going to call you out on, oh, there wasn't that many grass there, there wasn't this, there wasn't that. You're not trying to make a photocopy. If I wanted to do that, all we need to do is take a picture, which I already did. But this is just a little, you know, it's different. Anyway, just different. But I think that's enough. There's some red in there, actually. Like more red kind of bushes stuff. Let's add some of that in there. There we go. That looks good. Give a little bit more contrast. Especially down towards the bottom, where Now these single ones aren't as red, but get mixed in with a bunch of them. We'll have a lot more shade. I think we need some lighter colors back here. You can tell this grass is okay. Well, let's put in the light tower. I want to put it right here. I need a new brush though. All right. Start off with the red. Put it right here. Doesn't matter how far away it is in your picture. You can make it as close or as far away as you want to. The way you do that is you make it bigger, you make it smaller. I'm gonna make mine that big. Put a little highlight on it. Do some contrast. All right. Now then I need a different brush. Not that one. That one's dirty. Some black in there. Now then, it's going to get tricky for the light. That did it. Cool. I know there's a little thing right here I want to add in. All right. And add a little shade side here. Give it some 3 dimensions here. Yeah, let's take a look, step back. Should always do that more often than I do. Let's take a look here. Well, I think we got a light tower, some grass, and whatnot. Yeah, I like it. I think the grass up here needs to be thinner. It needs to be like much thinner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some like thinner strokes in here. dark stuff in there. Well, I think I'm calling it. I may come back to this another day, but calling this one done for now.